Okay, great. So now we're on station 5, fields of magnetism. So now, I'm sure you guys have played with magnets, maybe a little bit, maybe not. The thing is that this is a bar magnet, and you can't see it, but they are invisible and it's happening right now, is that there's these fields or lines that are going around here. Alright? So I'm going to show you how you can see them. And then we're also going to do that with the electromagnet as well. This is on your first page. And on your second page there's some questions there, and I'll go through those with you, and I'll do the examples, and then you can give the answers, okay? So this one here first. We have a north and a south pole, okay, on the magnet. If you see in your first diagram here, part 1, right? What we're going to do is that you're going to draw the lines of magnetism in here as it happens on this white sheet of paper that I'm going to do right now. Okay, so I'm going to take the bar magnet. I'm going to have the north to my right, alright? And we'll do that, and then we'll put the page over top. And now, this is iron filings. Iron is attracted to magnetic fields, okay? So I'm going to dump the iron filings here, and let's see what happens. And then whatever happens here, you're going to draw in part 1, okay? So let's go. So we'll just dump this in here, and you can start to see what's happening. Alright, I think that's a pretty good example of the magnetic fields. So remember, this is the North Pole side, alright? And this is the South Pole side. And you see there is a line in the middle here, and you can see the lines of magnetism. They all kind of come out here, and they go out, and they go around. So it's almost like this little round circle on either side, okay? So you're going to draw this example here in the first part 1, alright? So now we're going to do an electromagnet on this. So now, what's the difference between electromagnet and a bar magnet? Well, electromagnet is that you'll take an iron core, in this case a nail, and we wrap that iron core with an insulated wire. Now you can't see it, but there's a red tinge to it. That red tinge is actually an insulator, and we covered that earlier, what an insulator is and what a conductor is. So this wire has an insulator on it, so that when we wrap it around the iron core, the nail in this case, the wire doesn't actually touch the nail. It's just going to keep flowing electricity around and come back. Now you'll notice two things here when you do the examples in class, is that we'll cover it further on. It's called a short circuit, and that's what I'm actually going to create here. And when you do a short circuit, it creates heat, okay? So we don't want to do this connection for too long, because these things will get pretty warm and you don't want to get hurt, alright? So we're going to take these filings. I'll just put them back here in my case so I can tap them out again. Great. Alright. So I want to test to make sure that the magnet's working. So I'm just going to hook up the ground here without the wire flipping around on me. And I just want to test to make sure that it does attract metal so that it's working. And you can see that the filings are actually touching to the positive end or north end of this magnet. If you notice on the bar magnet as well, north is red, indicating a positive. Alright? So let's put the paper over, and we're going to tap the filings there again and see what happens. Kind of looks the same as the first with the bar magnet to me. Oh, not quite, no. There's a little bit of difference here in the middle there. Okay, I think that's pretty good there. So now in part 2 you'll see that there's a nail with the wires sketched there. So now what you're going to do is you're going to draw what you see here for lines of magnetism. So you can kind of see that there's a bunch going on in here, and then there's some going on here, some go out here and come to this end. Okay, so they're kind of coming out, coming this way, and then this one looks like it's coming around into here somewhere. Alright, so you can draw those. Now we'll move on to the second page. Okay, I'll just get rid of my filings here. And we will disconnect this so it doesn't get warm on us. And we'll just move it to the side. Now, you have three questions essentially. It's 1, A, B, and C. So I'm going to demonstrate the first 1A. And there it asks, what happens when you put the north poles together? So the two reds in this case, on these bar magnets.